Hello, you're watching Channel 1, and in this video I'm going to show you how to change the pollen filters or the cabin filters in a Citroen C4 Grand Picasso. To do this you're going to need some cabin filters, of course, and I got them as part of this complete service kit that I bought off eBay. Here I just have a little picture of it after it's arrived and I've unboxed it all. Here we have the tools you need to do the job. No, you don't need a large black potato, that is hiding something for later in the video. You just need a TX20 and possibly the trim removal tools. You may be able to get the other little pieces out just by hand, so they're kind of optional. These are the only fasteners you need to undo. The TX screw is the one on the far left in yellow. The three in red along the top are just little kind of snap connectors where if you pull the center out of the fitting, that makes it all loose and able to fall out. You'll see that better in the next photo. And on the right, a large big kind of a tab screw that you can unscrew. You can just prise it out with the trim removal tool if you've got one of those, but they are it really. Here we have those removed screws and fittings. Hopefully you can see what I mean about the three top fasteners that once you've got your fingernails even, you don't need the trim removal tool behind the center part of that fastener and pulled it downwards. That releases the pressure on the rest of it and it will just pop out. And with all those fasteners out, on the left hand side you just need to pull the side moulding away from the center console. On the right hand side you need to pull the side moulding towards you, effectively towards the driver's seat, to pop this little tab out of its locating hole, which is here. Then the only thing stopping the tray, I suppose, underneath the steering column from being removed is this cable with the footwell lighting. And this is just a standard type connector. Push the little tab down on top of it, slide it left out of the socket, and then it should be free. With that all done, the tray thing can be removed, and hiding away up in there is where the cabin filters are located. Now, after twisting your body and straining your neck, you should be able to see just up in the center console there a little tab, which is the cover for the cabin filters. And now with the potato removed, you can see that little cover which is over where the cabin filters are located. With that cover removed, you can just about see the cabin filters themselves. They have these handy little tabs on them which you can grab to slide them out. But sliding them out isn't as easy as you think. There is very little space. You need tiny hands. I find it best to drag it out from behind the steering column like this. But yeah, it's not as easy as I thought. And don't think you're done there, because there is a second cabin filter which is beneath the first one, so that needs a fair amount of effort pulling it up in the first place before you can even start to slide that one out. Then once they're out, you'll wish you'd left them in, because looking at the state of these that were in mine, which has done 85,000 miles, clearly looks like they've never been changed before. I'm glad I did it on only about the second day that I own the car, because these really are pretty disgusting. So I'm glad the replacements look like this. And here is where I'm supposed to say reassembly is the opposite of removal, but you have no idea how much more difficult it is to get these fresh filters into the housing without bending and distorting them too much. yeah, it is fairly tricky, to be honest. And with the first one in, of course, it doesn't just drop straight to the bottom of the compartment. It needs a little bit of poking and prodding and jiggling around to get it actually seated down where it needs to be. After that was the turn of the top cabin filter, which seemed even more difficult than the lower one. I think I could have done with tapping the lower one down a little bit more, because this did need a little bit of a push to get it in place. But with it in place, rest of it is fairly simple. Just a matter of installing the little cover over the filter hole, I suppose. Reconnecting the lamp for the footwell and putting the trim piece in underneath the steering column. And that's it, folks. Job done. With that done, I must say I am not sponsored by the supplier of these products. I bought them with my own money. I didn't even know I was going to put them in this video. It was just a good quality supplier with a good price for everything that was supplied in the kit that I had. You're free to choose whoever you want to supply your parts. But that is it. If this was any help to you, do please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading as much as I can as I work on the car. But whether you do or you don't, folks, please stay safe, take care, peace everybody.